12 years ago, the selection process for World Cup 2022 was underway. The president was Sepp Blatter, and he was considered a supporter of the Qatar plan to host the World Cup. We're 11 days out from the event, and the controversial former soccer official says the decision was a mistake. Simone Foxman is in Doha. Is this a mea culpa, or what is the basis for his criticism?
Potentially, but you have to remember that Sepp Blatter continues to be under a lot of pressure. He faces various ongoing court cases about corruption at FIFA. He left the organization in disgrace several years ago, so we really need to take all of his commentary here with a grain of salt. Specifically, the two things he pointed out were that the country is too small. He said football and the World Cup are too big for that, and it's true. Logistical issues are going to be a major challenge for this World Cup. Country of 3 million people, 1.2 million fans expected to come through here over the course of a month. However, really what he was doing was tapping into this ongoing angst about these corruption allegations that may have colored both Qatar and Russia's bid back in 2018 to host the event. He referred to something he said in the past, which is that Nicolas Sarkozy, he alleges, pressured the UEFA president Michel Platini into voting for Qatar. This corruption discussion is really something that I think has colored a lot of the coverage we've seen out of Europe, but particularly the UK. And the question mark for me, as there's been so much critical press recently, is that does it continue to color our discussions when the tournament begins, after kickoff, after we're excited about play that's on the pitch?
Yeah, very, very much so. We've also heard some controversial comments from a Qatari World Cup ambassador. What did he have to say?
Yeah, former men's national team player Khalid Salman Al-Mohanadi making some comments to a German public broadcaster. He said that homosexuality is a, quote, damage in the mind, and he said he had a problem with children seeing gay people. Immediately, an organizer for the World Cup apparently cut off this interview after he made some of these comments. This really underscores a bit of the controversy about LGBT rights. In Qatar, homosexuality is officially illegal, but organizers have said, you know, come everyone of all sexual orientations, you'll be safe here, just don't show your affection for each other in public. And what I've reported on last week was an internal presentation that said that directed security officials to essentially look the other way, both at protests around LGBT rights and also public displays of affection. But this message is something that's very controversial here, where many people allege that homosexuality is against Islamic values. We just aren't going to know how this is going to play out on the ground until after November 20th, after these fans arrive and we start seeing, people interacting on the ground, Menace.